Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. For this video, we are bringing you Chapter 2 of the Journal of Tomorrow. Chapter 2, The Arrival. The early morning light filtered through the hospital's windows, casting a soft glow on the sterile white walls of St. Michael's. Brandon leaned against the nurse's station, his thoughts still tangled in the pages of the journal he had discovered the night before. The clock ticked steadily, each second amplifying his anticipation. He glanced at Amanda, who was busy typing notes on her laptop, a look of determination etched on her face. "Are you ready for this?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The break room was still, the hum of machines the only sound breaking the silence. Brandon took a deep breath, his stomach churning with a mix of excitement and anxiety. "I don't know what to expect. What if she's not who she says she is?" Amanda shrugged, her fingers pausing over the keyboard. "That's a risk we have to take. We can't ignore the possibility that she really could change something significant. We owe it to ourselves to find out." As the morning shifted into a bustling day, the hospital came alive with the usual rhythm of doctors, nurses, and patients. Brandon and Amanda kept a watchful eye on the entrance, their hearts racing with each new arrival. The journal had set their minds ablaze with questions, and they were determined to uncover the truth behind Dr. Harrison's mysterious purpose. "Do you think she'll recognize us?" Brandon asked, his brow furrowed as he considered the implications of their investigation. "What if she's expecting us?" Amanda shook her head, her expression serious. "If she's as secretive as her journal suggests, she'll probably be cautious. We need to approach her carefully. We can't let her know we've read her journal." The hours dragged on, and as noon approached, Brandon felt a sense of urgency building within him. He glanced at the clock again, its hands moving steadily toward the moment they had anticipated all day. "She was supposed to arrive today," he murmured, his voice filled with uncertainty. Just then, the doors of the hospital swung open, and a gust of wind swept through the entrance, causing the nearby papers to flutter. Brandon's heart skipped a beat as he caught sight of a woman stepping inside. She was tall and slender, with dark hair cascading around her shoulders. Her eyes, a striking shade of grey, scanned the room with an intensity that made Brandon's skin prickle. "That must be her," Amanda whispered, her voice barely audible over the noise of the bustling lobby. Brandon's pulse quickened as he watched the mysterious woman approach the reception desk. She moved with a confidence that was both captivating and intimidating, her demeanor exuding an air of mystery. He exchanged a glance with Amanda, and they both moved closer, their hearts pounding in unison. "Can I help you?" the receptionist asked, her tone professional yet curious. Dr. Harrison leaned forward slightly, her voice low and measured. "I'm here to see a patient. I believe he's been admitted under unusual circumstances." The receptionist raised an eyebrow, the hint of skepticism evident on her face. "Do you have a name?" "Brandon," Dr. Harrison replied, her gaze suddenly locking onto Brandon's. The intensity of her stare sent a shiver down his spine. "I need to speak with him." Brandon felt the weight of her words settle over him like a heavy blanket. He stepped forward, his heart racing. "I'm Brandon," he said, his voice steady despite the whirlwind of emotions swirling within him. Dr. Harrison's expression shifted, a flicker of recognition passing across her face. "You found my journal?" "Yes, I did." "I didn't know what to think. I mean, how can you be a time traveler?" "There's much you don't understand, but we don't have time to discuss it here. We need to find a more private location." "We want to help you, Dr. Harrison, but we need to know what's at stake." "Very well, follow me." She led them through the maze of hallways, her long strides purposeful as they navigated the bustling hospital. Brandon felt a mix of awe and apprehension as they walked side by side with a woman who claimed to possess knowledge of the future. They arrived at a small, unused conference room at the far end of the hospital, the door creaking slightly as Dr. Harrison pushed it open. The room was dimly lit, a stark contrast to the bright chaos outside. She gestured for them to sit, and they complied, their eyes fixed on her as she took a seat across from them. "First, let me explain. I come from a time where the world is vastly different from what you know now. I've been researching time travel for years, and I discovered a way to manipulate the timeline. But my arrival here is not just a coincidence, it's a necessity." "What do you mean, what's going to happen?" Dr. Harrison took a deep breath, her gaze piercing. "Tomorrow, A catastrophic event will occur. It will set off a chain reaction that leads to devastating consequences for humanity. I've come to prevent it, but I will need your help. What kind of event? How could we help you? There are forces at play that you could not comprehend. I need to locate a specific patient who will be admitted today. His medical condition is critical, but it's not just about saving his life. His fate is intertwined with the future of this world. What do you need us to do? You must help me find him before it's too late. Time is of the essence. And if we don't act quickly, everything will change. As the reality of her request settled in, Brandon exchanged a glance with Amanda. They were on the precipice of something monumental, a chance to alter the course of history itself. The stakes had never been higher, and as they prepared to embark on this unexpected journey, they knew that their lives and the future hung in the balance.